My name is Kelly Urich. I'm with kcradio.com here in Kansas City, and I had PRK performed from Dr. Dury in 1996. Working at a radio station, I announced on the air that I was thinking about having this procedure done. A lady who listened to my show got a hold of me. After I got off the air, she got a hold of me at the radio station. She said, "Do not have this done until you talk to me." So later on that night, I got her number. I called, all right, what is this all about? She says she was legally blind at one point in her life. She said she only trusts her eyes to one person that she went to, and that was Dr. Dury. And I said, stroke of luck, that's the guy that I'm going to. And that's how the whole thing progressed from there. And at that point, all my fears were alleviated, and I was a happy camper. So, super apprehensive walking in because you don't know how it's going to feel, or they give you an idea of kind of what it's going to feel like. But during the procedure, I remember sitting there looking up at this little glimmer of light coming down the laser and hitting your eye, and there was certainly no pain. It was more of a, I was just fascinated by the whole procedure and how quickly it went. And then, it was that, I'm done. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me, that was it? And just a matter of seconds later, he says, look at the clock across the wall. I'm sure everyone remembers that moment. And I'm like, yes. And immediately after the surgery, you can see. And it goes back to the, getting out of bed every morning and not being able to see the clock right across the wall from my bed. And then, since 1996, perfect vision. Love it. Super professional. There's no gray area with Dr. Dury. What you hear is what you get. He's just a super professional staff. The facilities were fascinating to me, and the whole procedure I was just blown away. I do a lot of cycling and do a lot of tennis and sporty outdoorsy things. I would not be a cyclist today, and I did a charity bike ride from Phoenix to Kansas City a few years ago. I could not have done that wearing contact lenses, and I can't stand to wear glasses, the heavy prescription glasses. I do wear the light, sunglasses or whatever while I'm doing the riding. I just wouldn't do it. So it's good. It's a good thing. It's a very cool, the transitional phase, pre-surgery and post-surgery. It's like having a brand new you. I found comfort in Dr. Dury. I'll never forget, my mom called me one day, and I had the procedure. This is like maybe a year afterwards. I think she had read an article about Dr. Dury and the Reader's Digest or something like that, and your doctor's in Reader's Digest. And I want to say he was on 60 Minutes. I kept getting calls from my mom saying, wow, this guy is everywhere. And there's a reason for that. He's the man. And as best I remember, there were 2 doctors nationwide who really dove into the research on this type of procedure, and he was one of them. And the fact that we have him here in Kansas City is a great thing. Anyone thinking about doing this, don't delay. I would get in there and do it as soon as humanly possible. Don't put up with the glasses and contact lenses anymore. It's ridiculous. We're past that point,